Let's move on to Stan Grant. Joe Hildebrand, he's obviously stepped down. That was very big news Friday night. His last Q&A is tonight for some time. Look, there's been quite a bit of back and fro between him and ABC management. David Anderson said he is going to have a review into the treatment, the racism that Stan Grant has been suffering. But, you know, what do you think about... And in my view is that this is the ABC programming's fault for having that whole panel on coronation night. Read the room, guys.
But this is the thing about this story that just blows my mind is how the ABC just at every single step of this story that never should have been able to get to this point in the first place, they've just got it completely and utterly wrong. So I have no doubt that Stan Grant has been subjected to terrible abuse or commentary on Twitter. Twitter is a sewer. That's why I'm not there anymore. Social media is a sewer. I'm doing a story with another person who was subjected to horrendous abuse after a certain infamous tweet. I've received horrendous abuse from people on the left and indeed on the right.
Yeah, everyone has.
So again, I have no doubt that, and it's ugly and it's horrible and it does affect you. You can pretend it doesn't, but it does, because you wouldn't be human if it didn't. But again, he shouldn't have been put on this panel in the first place. He could have had a special show delving into the history of the British Empire and all the terrible things they've done, all the terrible things the monarchy's done. And again, there are plenty of them, as I've said. But the idea that you would do that when you've got a whole bunch of people who are just tuning in because they quite like the monarchy or at least are interested in it and want to see the coronation is just ridiculous. Again, it's like making a show about Collingwood and then showing a show about Hawthorn.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
So and then they sort of do the wrong thing there, and then there's a big reaction from Stan Grant, then there's even bigger reaction, and now I don't know how many inquiries they've got going into themselves at the moment. They're saying they're not supporting him, then they're saying sorry to him, then they're having a whole review into what went on. It is just, if they had done any of these things at the time, none of this would have been happening.
No, exactly.